Have you recently left an interview feeling less than excited? Trusting your gut is crucial when evaluating potential employers, as one bad experience can set your career back years. Now, drawing from my experience in recruitment, today I'm going to uncover the behind-the-scenes red flags to watch out for during your interview process. Now, as you navigate through your career, you're likely to encounter poor quality jobs and employers. So it pays to know how to spot the good from the bad. Remember, you should approach the interview process as an opportunity to evaluate the employer just as much, if not more, than they are assessing you. Now, position yourself as a top-tier candidate by adopting a proactive approach. Now, in my experience, the best candidates I've interviewed seem to be scrutinizing the company as much as I was evaluating them. Now, make sure you watch until the end of this video to hear all 5 red flags, including one red flag that I'm seeing more and more of these days. Now, let's dive into some of the crucial red flags to watch out for during interviews. Now, the first one is quite clear, and it's asking illegal questions. Now, employers are prohibited from posing certain questions during job interviews to ensure fair and unbiased hiring practices. These include inquiries about personal information, health, disabilities, national origin, citizenship, financial status, and other protected characteristics. So be aware of your rights and diplomatically address inappropriate questions and refuse to answer them if necessary. Now, another commonly posed yet illegal question is around your compensation. Now, in many states, it's now legislated that employers cannot ask about your previous compensation in an interview. The focus should be on the job's worth and the value you bring, not your previous salary. Now, this is crucial to prevent being unfairly tethered to past low-paying positions throughout your career. Now, even though many hiring managers may have limited interview training, it doesn't excuse the asking of illegal questions. Whether intentional or not, it remains inappropriate. So if an employer poses any of these illegal questions, it should be considered as a major red flag. Moving on to the second red flag. Now, if the job doesn't align with the description provided, it raises concerns. Imagine applying for positions, finding the job description appealing, but discovering a significant shift in responsibilities during the interview. Bait and switch tactics are often used by poor quality employers, attracting candidates with misleading job descriptions. If there's a clear disconnect between the hiring manager's expectations and the external job advertisement, it's a sign of potential problems. Now, if you're facing challenges in your job search, I specialize in providing guidance through my Career Growth Accelerator program. Now, this program guides you through the entire job search process, ensuring you excel at each step and ultimately land your ideal job. Now, if you would like more details on this, check out the link in the description below. Now, the third red flag is when expectations don't align with compensation. Now, this situation is unfortunately really common, and the job description may demand a level of experience or responsibility beyond what they're willing to pay for. Unrealistic expectations often lead to a compromised work-life balance. For example, an employer might expect you to manage a larger department with more responsibilities, but offers significantly lower compensation. Now, low-quality employers driven by a reluctance to pay fair market wages may entice candidates with unattainable perks and bonuses. However, these promises often come with micromanagement, poor communication, and elevated stress levels, highlighting another major red flag. Red flag number 4. It becomes evident that a poor quality employer often struggles to retain good employees, leading to high turnover rates. Now, identifying this red flag is relatively straightforward to do, and you want to ask why the position is open. Now, if the explanation lacks validity or reveals terminations and voluntary departures, I would advise you investigate further. Now, you can do this by using resources like Glassdoor to provide some insights, although it's essential to approach reviews with caution and consider potential biases. Consistent complaints about micromanagement, a reputation for sudden layoffs, or employees leaving due to poor work culture or subpar pay is another red flag. Now, moving to red flag number 5, a company not being well funded poses significant concerns. The longevity and financial stability of a company are crucial considerations, especially when going to work with a startup or VC funded company. Now, I've recently seen a number of layoffs happen due to a lack of funding, and I've had clients join the program who took a job 1 month only to be laid off the next. Now, don't be afraid to ask about the company's funding in the interview and do your own due diligence online. Examining their website, press releases, and physical presence can unveil clues about their resources. Now, one bonus red flag, which I've seen happen on several occasions in my recruitment days, is being asked to do work prior to getting the job, effectively free work, which is illegal in most states. So if after your interview you're asked to start doing work at the company before seeing or signing a contract, run for the hills. Now, I've seen it many times before where candidates have carried out the small project or assignment only to find themselves out of pocket, either receiving a lowball financial offer when the contract comes through, or worse, getting completely ghosted when they've submitted the work. Now, approaching your job search strategically is crucial to avoid finding yourself in a toxic work environment. By being mindful of these red flags and asking the right questions in interviews, you can safeguard your career from undesirable situations. Let me know in the comments what red flags you've experienced, and if you found this video insightful, you may want to watch this video with more ways to avoid a toxic workplace. I'll see you there.